Welcome to today's video on ductile ion manufacturing process. Content of the presentation: properties required as per standard for ductile ferritic grade, charge mix for ferritic grade, bath chemistry for the ferritic grade, inoculation practice, final chemistry of ferritic grade. Here mainly 400 by 12 and 400 by 15 we are considering as ferritic grades. Ferritic grade can be achieved in ASCAS condition or by heat treatment called annealing. Here annealing is costly process, so for cost effective solution it is better to go for ASCAS ferritic production. Today we are going to see some of the important tips how to achieve ferritic grade in ASCAS condition in ductile ion production. Properties required for ferritic grade as per standard. You can see here the hardness required BHN. Required microstructure is nodulity minimum 85%, nodal count 250 to 350 minimum, matrix ferritic, perlitic is 10 to 15% max, carbide nil. Required physical properties: UTS 400 Newton per mm square minimum, elongation 12 to 15% minimum based on grade 400 by 12 or 400 by 15. Charge mix for ferritic grade: CRCA 70%, runner riser and rejections 30%. Here ratio of CRC and runner riser can be changed based on material availability. Important to use low manganese CRCA as it should be always less than 0.15%. Here adding runner riser and rejections of same ferritic grade is important to maintain the final chemistry and to achieve desired matrix. Riser separation for ferritic grade. It is very important in ferritic grade melting to avoid mixed up of high grade riser and also cast iron risers. It will increase manganese percent, chromium percent, copper percent, which increase the perlite and reduce ferritic structure. You can see here marking on riser with letter 4 for proper segregation of runner riser at melt shop. Final and bath chemistry for ferritic grade. You can see here element carbon, silicon, manganese, sulfur, phosphorus, copper, chromium and magnesium. Bath chemistry: carbon 3.7 to 3.9, final chemistry 3.6 to 3.8. Silicon 1.4 to 1.7%. In the bath, final 2.5 to 2.8%. Manganese 0.15 max, whereas sulfur 0.2 max. Phosphorus will be 0.05 max. Sulfur in the bath 0.02 max, but in the final we have to get it below 0.015%. Copper 0.05 max, chromium 0.05 max, magnesium in the final we have to get 0.03 to 0.05%. Here very important to know that the standard does not give you chemistry, but it gives you required properties. It is up to the foundry to decide what is the best possible chemistry and what is best possible charge mix to get desired properties in the casting. Chemistry also depends on casting section thickness. Minimum and maximum levels of some of the trace element I have given here along with source for your ready reference. Inoculation. Inoculation is very important in achieving ferritic grade. Inoculation to be added is 0.4 to 0.5%. Inoculation can be added in 2 to 3 stages for ferritic grade casting as it gives good effect on ferritic structure and also gives good machinability. Inoculation must be carried out in the metal stream. First stage, while metal pouring from furnace to treatment ladle around 0.3 to 0.4%. Stage 2, when metal is transferred from treatment ladle to pouring ladle, it will be 0.1 to 0.2%. And stage 3, when stream inoculation, when pouring the box, it should be around 0.05%. It is optional. You can avoid it or you can skip it. Cooling time for ferritic grade. Knockout after 1 hour minimum to achieve better ferritic structure. Less cooling will give rise to more perlite structure and hence cannot achieve desired physical properties. Knockout time also depending on section thickness. This is a microstructure of 400 by 15 grade ductile iron. This is a microstructure of 400 by 12 ferritic grade ductile iron. Tips for producing ferritic grade. Number one, maintaining lower manganese levels, 0.2 max. You can also go to 0.15, but do not go above 0.2. Essential to have low manganese CRCA to maintain manganese percent. That is, raw material inspection is very, very important in producing ferritic ductile iron grade. Use of ferritic RR and rejection scrap for the same grade. That is, not avoid mix up of higher grade. Runner riser and rejection is essential. Keeping chromium or copper at lowest side, that is below 0.05%. For that, you have to avoid more bath metal or any bath metal of heavy or higher grade and for the ferritic grade. So you have to empty out the furnace before you start ferritic grade so that you can able to maintain your chromium and copper at lower side. Knockout time, that is cooling time, minimum 1 to 1.5 hours for slow cooling. Inoculation must be effective. It should be 0.4 minimum. Maintain carbon and silicon on higher side of specification if the casting section thickness is thin. It is not that much thick, then you have to increase your carbon and silicon on the higher side of your specification to achieve better ferritic structure. So this is from my side. Thank you very much for the patient hearing.